Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my home. Welcome to my art room. I'm Sam, or Sam I Am. I hope you're all doing well this morning. I'm doing fantabulistic. Super happy to be here this morning, the day after Christmas. I hope everyone had a beautiful day with their family and loved ones, having some yummy food, and being blessed with the blessings that we have in our lives. Realizing that not everyone is as lucky as we are. I try and remember that whenever I'm having a down moment or thinking, wow, why, I remember how lucky I am and how it could always be so much worse. And there's those out there who do have it so much worse. That's how I make my holiday that much more special, realizing my blessings. Another blessing is I get to be here with you guys. And I'm ready to do another project. Now, yesterday was Christmas, which fell on Sunday, and I didn't do a video. And you guys know, if you've been here before, that I do Switch Up Sunday. So instead of Switch Up Sunday, we're going to do Switch Up Monday, since we weren't here yesterday. And if you've never been here on Switch Up Sunday, I'll quickly explain. I use a die to determine how many numbers we're going to generate for how many colors. Now, saying that, there's probably those who have never been here and even know that I use a number generator to choose my colors. I use this app from Google and I enter the parameters of my colors. To date, I'm at 417 different colors. So I'll put the parameters of 1 through 417. Now, ordinarily, every day, except Sunday, I generate 4 numbers for 4 different colors. I have to use those 4 colors in my project. If one or more of those colors will not work with the other colors, it's just no matter what I mix or try and do, it will not work out and the project will be ugly. It'll be a waste of resin. Nobody wants to see resin wasted. That's illegal. So I can call a mulligan. And if I call a mulligan, I will pull the color that is just not going to work, or colors, and I will generate another number for a color to replace that. That may be confusing, but once we start going, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's pretty simple and it's pretty fun. This is to come out with new color combinations for me, because I was very indecisive about choosing colors. I'm like, oh, I end up with the same things over, just different technique, but basically the same color families. So this way I'm coming up with some pretty cool combinations that I hope to help others with, or to inspire others with, or maybe even come up with their own method or computer number generating system of their own. I just hope to help and share my knowledge with you. I'm new at it. I've been doing it about a year or so. I mean, I'm not that new, but I'm not that old at it. So let's roll. Literally, let me see how many numbers we're going to generate. 3. Okay, that's 1 less than what we normally do. All right, so I'm going to enter the parameters 1 through 417. Okay, first number, 246. Next color, number 198. And our last color that we're generating, 122. High numbers. Okay, the only things I didn't add is I can add additional colors to these numbers, to these colors, and I can also pick the project, as well as which embellishments I'd like to go in the project. I just have to use the colors that we generate. Unless we call a mulligan, then we generate another color. I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to pull these colors, see what project we're going to do, mix up some resin, and get all of our goodies ready for our pouring party. So if you just hang on a moment, I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. Got all of our goodies for the pouring party. First things first, I'm trying the lighting better. I had a couple of replies or comments that the lighting's not good, and I appreciate that, and I'm thankful that you told me, because I don't know unless you tell me. I can see it, and when I look at the video, it appears okay, but I want everybody to let me know if it's not good. I'm trying to get an additional lighting, but I just switched up a little bit of lighting that I have. The issue is the glare that it causes. So let me know so I can tweak it, work on it, get it better. Definitely don't want to do all this and nobody can see it. Alright, let's go over our colors. First color is 246. This is a resin dye from Let's Resin in the color Lemon Yellow. Next was 198, which is an alcohol ink from Ranger in the color Pool. And then last we get Moss Green from Sigwong. It's also an alcohol ink, number 122. So, if we mix the green and the yellow, I get blue. I don't know if y'all saw my video a couple videos back. I made a stupid airhead mistake. You'll have to check it out. I'm not going to go back over it. But what I'm going to do is mix these to get a blue. And, wait a minute. I'm mixing the blue and the yellow to get a green with this green. And depending on what color, depends on what color out of my green micas I'm going to add, as well as my candy green paste that I would like to add. So I just got to get started with this color to see what we get. I've mixed up 16 ounces of my resin of choice, which is Clearcast 7000 from the Epoxy Resin Store. It's VOC free. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Cures crystal clear. And most importantly, well, probably not most importantly, but an important factor is it's budget friendly. I like it. I order it 5 gallons at a time. Alright, so let me go ahead and get some colors going. Oh, and I'm using these round geode-styled rock edge coasters. And if you didn't get that already. Okay, now my resin was sitting in a hot water bath, so I've lost a little bit of time, working time, because of that. But just a little bit. Alright, let me add in the Pool. That was 5 or 6. Then this is a dye, so we got to see how they blend. That was just a good squirt. Alright, let's see what we get, guys. We're definitely going to need to add more of everything. Squirt. Squirt. And this bottle is so doggone hard to squeeze. It's quite ridiculous, actually. Okay, what we do is you take a white paper towel to check your color. And that's our green. It's light. It's a light green. I'm going to add a little something to it. How about we add a little fern green? Alcohol ink by Sigwong. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what this does. Not much difference. We'll fix that. Okay, I can deal with that. Alright, so we have that green. Now we need moss green. Five of that. These are pretty dark. Moss green's pretty dark. Put those colors over there since we're done with them. Forget the drop thing. I'm a good squirter. Be here forever trying to do drops to get to the color I want. with the alcohol inks I have, because apparently my alcohol inks are just not very good. And I've tried several kinds. I don't know what to do. So, alright, that's a green. Alright, now with those colors, I need to figure out what I want to use. There's the green, candy green. Which is nice and dark. Alright, so I'll use that because I'd like to have a paste. And then, grab this cup. Which one do we want to use of this? Green is that? That's chartreuse. That's Hiroshima. I thought Hiroshima was spelled different. Hiroshima green. What do y'all think? Dark ocean green. It's kind of dark close to that one. Fluorescent green tea is what they call that one. Nah. Nori green. I've used that one before. Mint green. It's either that one or this one. Oh, I don't know, guys. I wish you could tell me. Which one? Which one? That one's too dark. That's too green. Too green. That's forest green. Alright, I'm going with this one. The mint green. Making this harder than it needs to be, Sam. Around. Okay, let's mix up the paste. I'm gonna go around the outside with this because I'm thinking I'm gonna do the dragon scales. So I'm gonna do the dark all the way around, which we don't need a lot of. We don't want it to take over. So you're gonna wipe your stick because you don't want to put your resin in your product. I'm trying not to sniff, y'all, but I got the sniffles. But I know that's aggravating. Here's somebody keeps sniffling, so I'm going to do my best to catch it. Alright, so you just mix up your paste in the container, and you drag it across. You get just, you don't need much. That much will work. And that might even be too much. This is highly concentrated. Mix this on up. This is a new color I got. I haven't used it yet. I got, that's Lorez Candy Green that I got from Laura's Art Corner. Everything in her store is awesome. I want to buy it all, but I have to limit myself, so I try and go every couple weeks to buy 2 or 3 things to build up my Laura's Art Corner. Alright, this is the green we got. I don't know how good that's going to look with it, guys. Oh well, we'll roll with it, see how it mixes, right? Really can't judge until you see it. Alright, now when you have pigment powder or mica powder, you want to add that to your cup before you add your resin. So I'm going to add that much. A little spoonful. These are great spoons. Go ahead and keep them in your little sample pack. Whoa. Alright, now I'm going to add some resin, just a little bit. Then I'm going to mix this up and make like a paste. This makes it so much easier to combine all your resin with your mica. And it's not flying out of the cup and all up in your face. so you don't have green lungs. I don't know about where you guys are in your neck of the woods, but in my neck of the woods, it's cold. I came out to the garage this morning, which is where my art room is, and if I'm not out here, the heat's not on. I came out here, it was 48 degrees. So I turned the heat on, left for an hour, and then I came back out and it was still only 55. So I just put my coat on and sucked it up like a big girl. Okay. You see, I just put in the rest of my resin, mixed that on up. Easy peasy. Now everything's all blended. Oh, since I got these greens, I need to figure out what embellishment I want. I was waiting to see what we had. Let me look real quick. I need some green glass, but I don't think that's going to work. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go really, really wild. You ready? Silver. We'll just do that. Or I could do the mirror. How about the mirror? We'll make that a little different for us. We'll do the mirror. Alright. So now, let's go ahead and put your gloves on, Sam. I remembered, but not before I got green on my fingers. Matches the green alcohol ink that's been on there a couple days. I've tried to get it off. Washing dishes for the holiday, showers. I even bleached it. They're just determined to stay a different color besides my little white pink self. Okay. I'm going to pour the clear in this cup. Go ahead and get it out of the big jug. So I know what I have to work with. I was very excited. My ex-husband and his wife and I, we're still very close. My ex-husband was a very dear friend of mine before we ever started dating. And after we divorced, of course, there was some not so good times in there that we weren't friends. But once the years had passed on and we're raising our son together with shared custody, our friendship rebloomed. And we are like really good friends nowadays. Well, bottom line is, for Christmas a couple years ago, they gave me my auto start for my Escape. Well, when my battery died, it screwed up the auto start. So they asked me what I wanted for Christmas. I said I'd like my auto start fixed or replaced, whatever needs to be done. So that's what they did. I got my present yesterday. I already have an appointment because it's hard to get appointments right after Christmas because everybody's got their new toys they want installed. Well, he got me an appointment for the 17th of January. So I get to go in and find out if it just needs to be fixed or replaced. Auto start is a must in the wintertime. I mean, not a must, but it's definitely a great luxury. I miss it. It was weird though when my battery died and I was in the car and everything, it clicked on, all the lights went crazy. It was like in one of those scary movies where you see the car go crazy, like Christine or something. I don't know if anybody remembers that movie. It's an old one. And the windshield wipers were going off and the speedometer, tachometer and everything was going wild. Freaked me out, and I didn't know why it did it. I knew the battery had died, but it just didn't never see anything act like that. Then I remember when I tried to start my auto start the next time, I said, oh, that's why it acted so crazy. So hopefully it's just something simple because the battery died that can fix it. Fingers crossed. Okay, just a little bit more. Let's go ahead and use this up. Okie doke. What color next? Let's go with this color, I guess. I don't know how good these are going to be anyway, so we're just kind of rolling with it, y'all. Or should I say pouring with it? I sure hope the light is good for y'all. Okay, we'll go with the light. Mint green. And that's pretty. Alright, this moss green. Guess I could have gone with a different color to add to this, huh? Didn't have to be all greens. But there we go. There's my indecisiveness. That's why I came up with this. Okay. Yeah, so the new year is less than a week away. 2023 seems absolutely outrageous to say that. But there's only a little bit more in here, so I'm going to go ahead and finish it up. Anybody made resolutions? I mean, I don't really. There's a couple things that I'm telling myself I'm not going to do in the new year. Nothing big, but I'm hopeful. One of which is vaping. I have cut myself back from 24 milligrams, which if you know anything about vaping, you will know that is extremely high, to my next step is 0. And then after that, it's basically just a habit of having something in my hand if I'm at 0 nicotine. So that's my resolution. I'm tired of keeping up with this stupid thing. I lose it all the time. All the time. This one over here this one is very full compared to the other ones. Let me put, no, I don't want to put that in there. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to add the clear and the rocks. So I'm going to do them at, the mirror. So I'm going to do that one at a time because I'd like to try and keep it clear as long as possible so the mirror stays. Does that make sense? I hope so. You'll see what I mean. Alright. Filling it up. Go back and flatten that. You go up, the higher you go up, then it'll push it out. I don't have very far to go on this one, that's for sure. how I'm going to get in there. That's what's wrong. I redid my cover so that I can't see the outer ledge now. So I could tell that it's kind of humped up over here. And it was. Okay. We have got everything in. Drop those down a little bit. And we'll get down. See if I got any room for any more. Alright, I think the greens look pretty cool, guys. I'm going to add some heat, pop any bubbles that we have stirred up. Maybe I'm doing green for the thoughts of prosperity and wealth in the new year. Wouldn't that be cool? About when we live in, well, North Carolina, but I'm on the border of Virginia, and they have the Virginia Lottery, and they always do a New Year's Eve raffle. So they sell a certain number of tickets. It's not like an endless thing, and they have a certain number of different levels of prizes, you know, 5,000, hundreds, and so forth. So I'm going to win the big one. That's what I'm going to do, and that's why I'm thinking green for some money. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, this is all we can do now. When I come back to you, they will be nice and cured and ready for us to demold. Hang tight. Don't go anywhere. Hey, everybody. I'm back with our cured coasters. I'm ready to see them. I'm going to lay this wax paper over here, just in case there's any spilled resin or anything. Let's pop them out. I did do these on the resin curing machine. This one was a booger. It kept overflowing. I kept cutting it back, getting a paper towel. See, it was a little booger. But I ended up winning in the end. I think we'll have to see what it looks like. They just come out so easy. Alrighty, guys. Let's see what happened. Ready? Bam! Oh, we sort of got a crackle. Not bad. Bam! This was the one I kept messing with, so it's a little scraggly. Bam! I know y'all are having a hard time seeing. I don't know what to do about that. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights on us. This should be easy to see. Y'all tell me, okay? Bam! Pretty, huh? I'm pretty pleased with them. I wish it had come in further, but you know why it didn't come in further? Because I only put a thin layer of the green. I was worried that it would take over. You can see I put a little thicker line here. But I didn't want it to take over, but I've learned now that the more I come out, I mean, I don't want to come out this far. I just want to come out a little further than I did this time to get this to come in further on my circle. I do like the see-through center. I think that's pretty cool. So, that's what we got. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, can you give me a thumbs up? I would certainly appreciate it. It really helps the algorithm get my channel in the groove, so people will join in and see what kind of fun we have with getting different color combinations using a computer and an app that generates numbers. Who would have thought? So, and also while you're there, maybe subscribe so you can see all the future projects that I do with different color combinations, thanks to the computer number generating app. Alright guys, I'm out. Until next time, bye.